Alright, we're back in the graveyard, and there's two things we're going to do here. These little Poes, don't worry about them. You can kill them, but they don't try to see if you can catch them, kill them, and give them to the ghost salesman, because it's not going to work. I already tried it. Alright, so we're going to ride the little bean plant we planted, and collect our next piece of heart. That is number 18. But everywhere we've planted a magic bean, one of these little plants will be growing. So then what we're going to do, we're going to pull this gravestone back, and we're going to go see a very familiar character. If I can fall into the hole. That seems to be a big problem for me. Now, if you remember, that is Dampe, the Gravekeeper. He, died, of course, and he is challenging us to a race. So we're going to go. I'll try to walk you through everything, but basically, you want to follow the red fire. You're going the right way. Red and purple fire is where you want to go. Don't follow the rupees, because one, it's not really worth it, and two, we have much easier ways to find rupees, and you can't get the rupees and get to him. It just doesn't happen. Alright, you can also, later you're going to have to do this course again to get another heart piece, but you can't do it right now because we're not very well equipped. But, you can roll to keep up with him a little bit better. I'm not going to really worry about it because I don't really like listening to the... Oh, that was terrible. I don't really like listening to him yell when he rolls. Well, don't do that. Make sure you get inside the door. Don't let the fire hit you. So we're going to try this again. I think it takes about 1 minute and 5 seconds on average to beat the race. Might be a little bit longer depending on how many times you get hit with the fire. But you want to try to avoid it as best you can. I'm not doing the greatest of jobs doing that. Crap. And if you ever catch on fire, just remember you can roll to avoid it, or not roll to avoid it, roll to, put it out, or slash your sword. That works well too. Alright, new checkpoint. Yay, we made it. Alright, go to the left path here. That always confused me. And once you get here, this is where it gets, this is the easiest part. This is the final leg. But you still want to try to make sure you get there before the door closes. Okay, so 1 minute and 8 seconds. Not too bad. He's going to give you his treasure. It's called the Hookshot. And what this will do, it will pull you in a spot where the hook sticks, which rooftops, stuff like that. There's a few uses we have for it right now. I'm pretty much going to show you what it uses. Basically, it replaces your boomerang. So if you're worried about, nabbing those Skulltullas that we couldn't reach, well, this guy will do the trick. It'll usually hook to anything that's wooden. Sometimes it'll bring you towards enemies, or bring enemies towards you. Most of the time it'll stun an enemy if you use it on them. So, I'm going to go ahead and equip it. We're going to head out here. Now, anytime you see one of these blue blocks, play the Song of Time. The symbol on the block looks exactly like the Door of Time. So, obviously that's why it would work. So then proceed forward, and we're going to be in the windmill. I don't know if you went through the windmill or not when you were a kid, but there's this... You could have got this heart piece earlier, but this is just the best time to get it. Go ahead and grab it. It's number 19. Again, we're going to drop down. We're going to talk to this little guy playing the accordion. And pull out your ocarina. and he's going to teach you the song, which is funny because actually I won't get to that yet. I'll wait. I'll save that one for a later video. But he's going to teach you the Song of Storms. But now we have the Song of Storms. And there's really one use for it, but we'll get to that. It's going to make the windmill spin really, really quickly, but go ahead and open the door and we'll leave. Now from here, there's a house that we need to access. We need it to be night first. Alright, so what we're going to do, use our hookshot. I think we can reach that roof right there. Maybe not. Might have to go over here. I don't know if we'll be able to. Alright, we're not going to be able to. That's okay. What we need to do is come on over here, and it's the southernmost house, so it's going to be the one over here. We just have to find a way up there. I can't really remember exactly how I got up there last time, but I will teach you a couple tricks. I believe you come over here, whoops, and you want to make sure your red dot is pointed on the target, or else you aren't going to hit them. There we go, that worked. And if you look right there, you can see him. And you can use the hook shot to grab him too, but I like to do it that way. Alright, from here, we're going to go back to Ganon's castle, not Goron's castle. I can't read my own writing. We're going to go back to Ganon's castle, and we're going to go pick up another Skulltulla. Now, we got our horse, right? Horse can't follow us into certain areas. Like, it can't go anywhere except for Hyrule Field, and I think it can go into Lake Hylia, but that's pretty much it. So the horse is, you're going to think kind of useless, but it's really not. I mean, it's, you know, she does help you, especially with a quest later. Not really a quest, but, I mean, you definitely need her help to get there. She can also go through the Gerudo Fortress once you get access to that. Alright, so we'll go ahead and drop her there and head to Ganon's castle. Yeah, they scream at you. Alright, when you get over here, you want to again make sure it's night, which I think it should still be. And if it's not, I will play the sun song again, because remember, time flows normally here. Yep, I can hear the Skulltulla. He's right here. This is where the arch is. This is where the arch was when you were still a kid, where the gate was. But that's number 44. Alright, we've got one more Skulltulla we need to get, and that's the last thing we can get before we go on to our next temple. Well, before we start moving towards our next temple. There's a few Skulltullas on the way, but other than that... Oh, that's creepy. Anyways, we're going to continue on. Try not to get too close to those guys, you know. Same standard deal. They're not really worth fighting, so... Alright. And your horse will stay literally exactly where you left her. unless you're gone for too long. But you can always play Epona's song to get her back to where you need her. Alright, so we're going to head back to the Kokiri Forest. That's the first stop on our list. That's also where our first sage is. So, I mean, this is kind of, headed in the right direction. Unfortunately, your horse can't go in here with you, So you can go ahead and stop her right about here. Alright, now that we have the hookshot, oh, something I should point out, there are a ton of enemies in here, which there weren't before. And the Deku Bobbles are absolutely huge, and they drop Deku Sticks, which doesn't make any sense, because we can't carry Deku Sticks right now, because we're kind of adults. But chop up head these grass. Now, if you look up here, you should be able to see Skulltulla number 46. If I can hit him. Whoops. Alright, so now, that's pretty much all we need to do here. Now we need to head to the Forest Temple. So, I'm going to go ahead and head to the Lost Woods real fast. And then we are going to get ready to go save Saria and come one step closer to saving Hyrule.